So here you can see a dashboard, a snapshot of the dashboard that we have created. So this is only for demonstration purposes.
Ovini, do you want me to zoom in on the first section? Just let me know.
Yes. Okay. Yes, on the first section, that would be great.
Okay, here.
Okay, so here you have the you can select the sector, the industry, and the company, and then you have the parent company over here, and you have several biodiversity metrics such as the water stress score located within a WPA or located within a KBA. So this is the total overall score of a company. So when you move down to the asset level risk breakdown.
And also a little note here. So we're also interested to see what sectors in your assessment are you putting most attention to, which ones are most interesting to you, and what are the ones that you get the most data of. So I'm releasing the poll now, so feel free to answer some questions, and then you're going to be able to see a little bit more about them later. Thanks.
Okay, so here you have the asset level breakdown. So which means of every company, you have the assets belonging to it. And then you can see the individual water stress score. And if it has a KBA overlap area within 10 kilometers and the WPA overlap. And then when we move to the bottom section, can you zoom in on that?
Okay, one sec. Ovini, let me ask you a question here. So yes. Each of these locations we're looking at is a separate asset, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So the first one has a water stress score. It's a little more elevated, right? Mm-hmm. But some of these have phenomenal, they have really low water scores, right? I'm looking at number 3 and number 4. They have a very low water stress score, which makes me think that this is a great place to be. But then when I look at the WPA overlap, it shows that this asset, I think it's in, man, I'm getting old. I think it's in Wupperta, has a very high overlap, right?
Yes.
So this to us is the kind of collective intelligence you get when you're actually using an asset level analysis tool or a product like this, right? So you're not just looking at one thing, you might look at, and we have 50 other metrics which we can get into later on. Okay, let me zoom in on the last part, which is this one, right?
Yes, so there we have the geolocation of each of our assets, so you can zoom in over there. So now let me share my screen and I'll walk you through the dashboard.
Okay, let me end mine and then you can share yours.
So here you can select the sector, which you can type in over here.
So you can maybe hear like consumer staples. Someone indicated that that's a sector of interest to them. So maybe we can try out this one.
Okay. So here you have the overall score of these 2 companies. Over here, the water stress score, and then the located within WPA and the KBAs. And then when we move on to the asset level breakdown, so here we can see the individual water stress score relative to each of these assets. So we can see over here that the WPA overlap area, it's 213.3 square kilometers. And its water stress score is pretty good, which is 6.7. So our water stress score is between 0 and 100. So the lower, the better. And then over here, you can zoom in and look into each of these assets.